I'm Noreen and welcome to my kitchen, and today we have a super quick but super delicious leftover makeover. I had some leftover Philly cheesesteak meat from dinner a few nights ago and we needed to use it up. So today Rick and I are having a Philly cheesesteak omelet for brunch. This couldn't be simpler, it couldn't be quicker, and I'm sure that it's going to be really delicious.
And deliciouser.
And deliciouser? Okay, we'll go with that. Let's go see how we put this together. Alright, we're just going to get started right here at the stove making this leftover makeover Philly cheesesteak omelet. And it is what it is. We had Philly cheesesteaks homemade last week, and this is what we have left over. And I need to use it and get the container out of my refrigerator and make way for other things so I can make you guys great recipes in the coming days. So this is just, I have a video on how I make Philly cheesesteak at my house, so I will link that. You'll see the little pop-up on the screen here. I'll also leave a link below in the information box, and you can go check that out. What I have here, since Rick and I are the only ones going to be eating this, I have 4 whole eggs that I have beaten together with about 2 tablespoons of milk and a good sprinkling of my Sedged steak rub, as well as a pinch of crazy mixed up salt. I have a couple of tablespoons of butter melted in my skillet, and I'm just going to go ahead and pour my eggs in there. I have this over a medium heat, and we're just going to let these set. And if you don't know how to make an omelet, these are not set quite yet. We want to start moving that around the pan, and I'll show you how to do that, so I'll be back in just a second. Alright, we've got this over medium heat, and I can see that it's time to start pushing the eggs around the pan. Now you can see the egg has started to solidify around the edge, and that means it's time to start pushing. And then just tilt your pan so that those uncooked eggs get underneath and they come in contact with the hot pan. And do this. You just want to keep doing that until all of your raw egg mixture has kind of made its way underneath. Now, if you're a fan of fully cooked eggs, like you don't like any runniness, you're going to probably want to make a frittata instead, where you can pop your heat-proof pan in the oven and finish cooking it off. I like mine to cook almost dry before I put any filling in the middle, because there is one thing I can't stand in this world, and that is a runny egg. It makes me very unhappy. The other option for you too is if you have a lid that fits your skillet or even a pizza pan, you can pop it over the top and kind of steam that egg. In fact, I think I may go ahead and do that. Just for a minute or so, just so I can get the top of that omelet cooked all the way. So I'll be back when it's time to start filling this up. Alright, our egg is done. Now you can see it's just a little glossy here. I don't mind that. I just don't want it to be runny. I don't like runny. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put my steak meat in here. And yes, I'm going to put all of it in here, because Rick and I are going to be splitting this omelet. Now, this is not a traditional French style omelet, so don't get all, you know, haughty and gourmet on me, because it's just not worth it. I'm going to go ahead and lay in this cheese. I have 1 extra slice left. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of attempt to fold this omelet onto itself. It might not work, so if it doesn't, then it doesn't. But you know what? It's all good. It's going to taste good. If you don't like your eggs done that much, then don't cook them so long. I'm just going to take this other piece of cheese. I have turned my what?
You used to have cheese to plug the hole.
It doesn't matter if the hole is plugged. I'm going to go ahead and pop the pizza pan back on top for just a minute. Burner is not on at this point. I'm just going to melt the cheese. When we come back, I'm going to plate this for you, and you'll be able to see what it looks like, and we'll be able to dig into this Philly cheesesteak omelet. You have it. Cheese is all melty and ooey and gooey, and that steak meat smells amazing. Philly cheesesteak omelet. You know, you can make anything into an omelet. You can put anything into an omelet. You know, your imagination is your only limit. So let's, I mean, we gotta taste it.
Of course.
You ready? It's like steak and eggs, and you didn't have you didn't have to do all the work because it's already in the steak meat there.
That is really good.
And it's really gooey and melty. Come on now. That's delicious.
Yes, it is.
You're gonna love this one. That's really good.
Yes, it is.
So there's another leftover makeover for you. I love doing these. And I thought, man, I have that steak meat in the fridge. It really needs to get used. Let's make an omelet for breakfast. And Rick's like, this sounds awful. And it surely is. You have to understand when...
Oh, it is awful.
When Rick says awful in our house, that means it's really, really good. And when he says, when I ask him how is it, and he says, it's okay, I know I better not make it again. So, I hope you give this idea a try. Put your leftover Philly cheesesteak meat into an omelet. If you want, add some jalapenos or some bell peppers. We don't care for bell peppers in ours, so it's just mushrooms and onions. But it's so delicious. I hope you try it, and hope you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya. Thank you for joining me in my kitchen today. I hope you liked what you watched today, and I hope that you try it, and I hope that you love it. If you like what you saw, please consider hitting the thumbs up button and giving me a positive rating. And also, make sure that you hit the subscribe button if you're already not a subscriber so that you don't miss out on any of the fun we have here in our kitchen every single day. I hope that you enjoyed it. I'm really glad that you're here. Thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to come by tomorrow. Until next time, happy eating!